Hi YouTube, it's me, Jonathan, and I'm just, excuse me. It's interesting because half of my face is in the light and half of my face is in the dark. And that's kind of like how humanity is right now. And I hope this isn't falling here. Okay, is this balanced now? I'm trying to make it balanced. Half of my hair is standing up and half of my hair is relaxed. So it's kind of like maybe half of us is totally wild and crazy, and then the other half of us is relaxed and calm and tamed. So we have two halves to who we are. And I just want to talk about a few things today. One, I had a great day. It was my day off, and I work about 39 hours a week, and I'm so blessed, and and I don't complain, and I love my job, and you know, it's very rare that I'm very grateful, and it's very rare that people have jobs nowadays, and it's very unfortunate that some people don't even have a job, or they don't even have a place to live, and I'm so grateful that I have this place here. And I was just sitting thinking, and I just wanted to post a video and talk to. I would love to interact with my viewers, and if I'm fairly new on YouTube. I just started. I don't know when. Well, I started like when I lived with my mom, but that was years ago. And I'm gonna be 29 this year, and I have that Peter Pan syndrome type thing going on. But I want to clear some things up. I am a anti-drug advocate. And I wanted to talk to you guys openly and honestly. Of course, I, dabbled in, unfortunately, I dabbled in, I sniffed morphine once when I was 19 at a party, and I wasn't proud of myself. I actually felt very horrible about myself that I did something like that. Well, I was 19 at the time, and I was finding myself, and I don't encourage anyone to get into drugs. And if you are on drugs, I encourage you to get the help that you need. Fortunately, I didn't get into any of the other drugs. I mean, I smoked marijuana a few times in my life, and I do not like the way I feel, and I don't do it anymore. And I wanted to clear that put that on the table here. And I don't drink alcohol anymore. And for those who do, to each his own, but that's just not me. And I wanted to make this an open discussion. Creativity is my anti-drug. Being alive is my anti-drug. Gratitude is my anti-drug. And I'm an individual, and so are you. And to be an individual, it takes some guts, and it takes courage, and it takes a lot to be true to yourself. But it's easier to be led astray, to surround yourself with people who are destroying themselves. They may look pretty on the outside, but the illusion is they're secretly destroying themselves. I'm talking There are people who are doing lines of coke, and that is not the way to live. And I can't just sit here and say that is not the way, that is the right way, what is the right way, what is the wrong way. I am just speaking because what I understand is that, and what I have this understanding that there are 9 people who died from overdosing on drugs in the past week. And that's alone just in the small community vicinity of where I live in Long Island. I can't even imagine how many, are suffering right now. And because what I hear is, and then working at working, and sometimes I do share too much, but I want to be as open as possible because I am human and you are human, and we have to dream big. We have to dream, and we can dream, and our dreams do come true. We have to smile every day, because life is getting better and better every day in every way. And I am so grateful to have met my friends Guy and Jean. If I didn't leave my room, and if I didn't go for that run and get that job, and to have them come into my workplace and meet them, that takes courage. I wouldn't have met them if I didn't take that leap of faith. And here's another one. Most importantly, love. I actually found these at the local thrift store, Savers. Savers is a great place. I also, sometimes in life, you have to let go of the friends that constantly want something from you, and those people are called psychic vampires. And what they do is they mask themselves, and they don't necessarily reveal their true self, but they make you believe that they're on your side, but really they're not. They're out for their own good. They're out for their own empowerment, and their own empowerment to do God knows what. But I am so grateful to have to let go of those relationships. And I know that, from reading on Facebook, that Doreen Virtue has let go of people. And I'm sure many of you, hundreds of you have. And people are let go not because you don't care about them and that you don't trust them, but that we all have to go on our own path. We all have to walk the path, our own path. And sometimes people just come into our life, my dad always told me this, for a reason, season, or lifetime. And I had such a blessed day, Father's Day, spending time with my twin brother, my uncle, and my dad. And I learned so much about my dad, and just lend an ear and just listen. And I'm so grateful to have my dad accept me for me, and against all odds, and he was always a spiritual guide in my life, and he took me to, from what I remember, he took me to school. He drove me up to the meeting school, when I was struggling in high school, before the meeting school that I went to. It's a Quaker boarding school in southern New Hampshire. Before I went to the Quaker boarding school, I was struggling. I went to Sachem High School, and I left in 10th grade because I didn't fit in, and although I was meeting friends, I was doing the wrong things, and I wasn't thinking, and I needed guidance, and so I wasn't afraid to ask for guidance. So I went up to a spiritual retreat, and then I asked around if there's any schools, and I found the Meeting School. And I think I mentioned that in one of my other videos. But my dad used to drive me back and forth, but not all the time, but sometimes. But I also used to take the bus on my own. I used to take the Greyhound bus and travel by myself, which was, you know, it's a strengthening relationship with yourself, and it strengthens the relationship with the world, with the relationship with the world around you, and to explore and to self-discover and to learn about the world and not be afraid to be who you are.